Hey friend, it's Gregor here, and in this short tutorial I want to show you 12 chord shapes for the D major 7th chord on guitar, so that you can play them all over your guitar fretboard. But before we dive into the lesson, let me first show you all 12 chord shapes so that you know what you learn here, and then let me explain the chord structure of this particular chord. Now, let's go over the chord structure of the D major 7th chord. The root note is the D. Then you got a major 3rd, which in this case is the F sharp. Then you got a perfect 5th, which is the A. And a major 7th, which in this case is the C sharp. And now let me show you the first chord shape. And it's an open chord shape, and it's this one here. As you can see, you are using the D string, that's your root note, and now you are using the index finger to fret a bar across the G string, the B string and the high E string, so that you can fret the A, the perfect 5th, the C sharp, which is your major 7th, and the F sharp, which is your major 3rd on the high E string. Good, and that's it for the first chord shape. And it's best to avoid the A string and the low E string. So let's go to the second chord shape. The second one is this here. Your index finger is playing the 2nd fret on your low E string, that's your F sharp. And now you are using your middle finger to fret the A on the G string, 2nd fret, and the C sharp on the 2nd fret on your B string. And you are playing the D string as well. Good, let's go over to the third shape. Index finger is playing the B string on the 2nd fret and simultaneously the 2nd fret on the G string. And now you are using your middle finger, your ring finger to fret the 4th fret on your D string, that's your F sharp. And your pinky finger is playing the 5th fret on your A string, that's your D. So it's D, F sharp, A and C sharp. Good, the next chord shape is this one. So, you are using your middle finger to fret the 5th fret on your A string, that's your D. And now you are using your index finger to fret the F sharp on your D string, 4th fret. And now use your pinky finger to fret the 5th fret on your G string, that's your C sharp. And now use your ring finger to fret the 5th fret on your high E string to fret the A. And notice here that the B string is muted, so it's best to touch the B string with your index finger while simultaneously fretting the 4th fret on your D string with your index finger and touch the B string in order to mute it. Good. Let's move on. The next chord shape is this one. Here you got your index finger on the 5th fret on your A string, that's your D. Then 7th fret on your D string, that's your A. And now use your middle finger to fret the C sharp on your G string. And now use your pinky finger to fret the 7th fret on your B string, that's your F sharp. So D, A, C sharp and F sharp. Notice here that the low E string is muted and the high E string is muted as well. So mute the low E string with the tip of your index finger and the high E string with this area of your index finger as well. The next chord shape might not be that useful to you because you need to stretch quite a lot, so it's a hard one. So feel free to skip this one if you like. Here you got your pinky finger on the 10th fret on your low E string, that's your D. Your ring finger on the 9th fret on your A string, that's your F sharp. And your middle finger to fret the 7th fret on your D string, that's your A. And last, your index finger on the 6th fret on your G string to fret the C sharp. So Good. Let's move on. The next chord shape is this one. Here you are using your middle finger to fret the 9th fret on your A string. That's your F sharp. And now use your index finger to fret the D on the G string. And now use your pinky finger to fret the A on the B string, 10th fret. And last, use your ring finger and fret the C sharp on the 9th fret on your high E string. So C sharp, A, D, and F sharp. Good, let's move on. The next chord shape is this here. Index finger is on the 10th fret on your low E string, that's your D. Your ring finger is on the 11th fret on your D string, that's your C sharp. And your pinky finger is on the 11th fret on your G string, that's your F sharp. And last, your middle finger is on the 10th fret on your B string and is fretting the A. So, A, F sharp, C sharp, and D. Good, let's move on. The next one is quite close, but you are just using the lower 4 strings, E string, the A string, the D string, and the G string. So your index finger stays on the 10th fret, on the low E string, and now you are fretting the 12th fret with your pinky finger, that's your A. And now you are using your C sharp on the 11th fret on your D string, and you are playing it with your middle finger. And last, you are using your ring finger to fret the 11th fret on your G string to fret the F sharp. So, F sharp, C sharp, A, and D. Good. Let's move on. The next chord shape is this here. This one is quite easy because you're fretting the 12th fret on your D string. That's your D. 11th fret on your G string with your ring finger. And now you are using your middle finger to fret the 10th fret on your B string, that's your A. And last, you are using your index finger to fret the C sharp on the high E string. So C sharp, A, F sharp, and D. And as you can see, the low E string and the D string are muted or avoided. So you can mute these both strings with your thumb by putting it around the neck like this. And then you're good to go. Good, let's move on. This is the next chord shape. So here you are using your index finger on the 12th fret on your D string, that's your D. Now you are using your ring finger to fret a little bar across the G string, the B string, and the high E string. Alternatively, you can use your middle finger for this. If that's easier, then by all means do it. So here is your A, C sharp, and F sharp. That's the 14th fret. Good. And the last chord shape is this one here. Here you are using your middle finger to fret the F sharp on the low E string. That's this one. Index finger on the 12th fret on your D string. That's your D. And now your middle finger is on the 14th fret on your ring finger is on the 14th fret on your G string, that's your A, and the pinky finger is on the C sharp, which is the 14th fret on your B string. So, F sharp, D, A, and C sharp. We're done. I really hope that you liked this lesson, and if that's the case, then do all the good YouTube stuff. Hit the like button, consider to subscribe, and if you got any questions, then post them in the comments. Until then, stay tuned and have fun.